Okay, so you want a morning call, or I mean, we can do this every 2 hours until you tell us not to, or up to 11 p.m. Central Standard
Sorry about that.
Time. Okay, fantastic. We'll
All
give
right.
you a call. 8
So we're
a.m.
live.
All right, Jeff. Is there anything else I might be able to assist you with tonight, sir?
You got to go, Oz.
My pleasure. In that case, I thank you for using Cox Business Technical Support, and have a fantastic
All
week,
right.
sir.
Where's the thing? Where's the thing? I got the thing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I know I have a thing. Here's the thing. I got the thing.
Yay, things.
How we doing?
Things.
All right. So what we're going to do today is this one. This is, this one's about, I think I did this one about a year ago. This one works really good if you have Project Life cards. They fit in here nicely. Or, just the cards that you sometimes get in the 12 by 12 pads, We're not going to be using a 12 by 12 pad today, though. So this one has 3 pockets, one on the side here, one here, one here. And then if you want to, glue this down, you could have another pocket here, or another pocket here, or here, and wherever you want to put it, okay? And this can go on either side. You can do this on either side of the page, okay? So we can do this every 2 hours. Woohoo! Hey, Carla! Hi, Mari. Hello, Miss Candy. So this one's easy peasy, guys. Great for those 6x6 pads. So if you got a 6x6 sitting around or scraps and you're not sure what to do with it, this is a great one for it. So I got a couple of pieces of 65-pound cardstock here. I think this is actually 80-pound. But there is no way for me to take away the lag on this. So I'm going to go as slow as possible so that if you are working along, you can actually keep up. All right. So first things first, I think I'm going to use Chantilly lace today and this burgundy. Because I like this paper. It's pretty. Okay. So I have that. And let's see. It has 72 cutouts. There might be some decor in there. So without further ado, there is a link. I'm going to put it in again. So if you are, working along and you want to show it, show me where you're at, or if you get caught or whatever, feel free to pop into the back. You don't have to go live. It could just be in the studio where I can see what you're doing. Okay. So for this one, you're going to need a piece that is 8.5 by 4.5. So with an 8.5 by 11, just cut off a 4.5-inch strip. Okay. So I have my paper in at 4.5. And I'm going to cut it. And then we're going to put this in the scoreboard. It is a big bumper song. Okay. So for this, we're going to score 2 places. Okay. The first one we're going to score at is going to be at 2.5. A couple of light scores. Then you're going to flip it over and you're going to score it at 5. a cup of squares. Wherever there's a hill, make a valley. Wherever there's a valley, make a hill. So on that 5-inch line, we're going to fold it, lining up our edges. And then we're going to fold the 2.5 inch, the other way. So this becomes a pocket. This is going to become a pocket. And then we're going to be putting a small pocket here. Okay. Set that to the side. The next piece you want to cut, still on the 8.5 side, is a 2-inch strip. And then you're going to cut a 2.5-inch piece. Now, that means that you can get 2 of these out of 1 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Okay. Hello, Miss Janice. All right. So now we have some mats to cut because we want to put a mat here. We want a mat here. And we're going to put a mat on our little pocket. Okay. So we're going to cut 3 mats. Let's decide on some paper. Waste not, want not. Let's see how big this is. It is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So we could do this as our pocket. 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. So that'll work for our pocket, our little pocket. And then we need to cut one that is about 1 inch, 1.5 inches, 2 inches. It's to go in here. So you can cut it as deep as you want. And I kind of like the look of the lace. So I think I'm going to put this one here because I think it'll look nice there. So I'm going to cut this one at 2 1/4. And I'm going to go at 2 1/2 because I'm going to take a little bit off the other end. Okay, and then by 4 1/4. And that is going to be the piece that's going to go right there. So now we have 2 parts. Doo-doo-doo. And then the only piece we need left is this one. Now, because this comes up so high, this piece only has to be about 1 inch for it to be buried underneath here. So you can do this as wide or as narrow as you want. What do I got here? I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to go about 1.5 inches on this one. 1 3/4 by 4 1/4. And those are all my pieces. Okay. So I'm going to take my pieces and put them away. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Ariana. All right. Now we're going to do some glue down. Now you can tape, you can ink, whatever it is you want to do, okay? So let's get our dauber and some ink, and we'll do some inking, and that'll give everybody a chance to catch up if you are following along on this one. I don't think I'm going to round corners, and I'll show you why. Because if I start to round corners, I'm only going to be able to round the 4 outside corners. And this is going to be going through like 3 layers. So it's going to be really hard to do these 2 corners. So I am not going to round the corners on this. What I am going to do is just ink and just glue it down. And like I said, this is a no stress area. So if you want to use tape, you can certainly use tape. It is entirely up to you. Do remember when you're cutting your cardstock that you want to be mindful of directions. And if it's double-sided, make sure you know which side you're using. Usually I just put the ink on and I don't put ink on the other side of it. And then I remember, you know. Now, we are going to be cutting a couple of notches here if you want to. It's just an aesthetic thing. Okay. So the first one we're going to be cutting is going to be on this side. So I'm going to take this piece and figure out where I want it to be. Do we want it to go this way or this way? Kind of like this on the inside here. So I'm going to glue this one down. Keep up the pin, glue bottle. I'm going to glue that one down. And then this one is going to go in here. And we are lining up this one on this outside edge. Okay. So 1/8 of an inch top, side, bottom on this one. Trying to go as slow as I can so that everybody can keep up. And I have to poke my bottle here, so I don't know to slow me down. First, I have to find a hole. Okay, here we go. Glue. Oh, that's much better. There's actually glue coming out of the bottle. So I'm going to line this up on the outside edge at 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch top and bottom, 1/8 of an inch on the outside edge. And press that down. And I'm just going to let that dry for a minute while I put this one together. Again, just going to put it down here and leave that 1/8 of an inch all the way around. All right, and I'm going to find the middle of this piece, which is 2.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to get a pencil. Where's my pencil? Here it is. So I'm just going to put a little mark right here because that's my midpoint. So I'm just putting a little mark for the midpoint, and that'll help me line up my punch when I go to put my circle in. I just want to keep that in the middle. And there's a really neat thing with these punches. They have a little line in the center. That's the center. So you usually have, lines on the side and you have a line in the center so that, when you do this, everything lines up. And then we'll re-ink around the circle. And we're going to wait for everybody to catch up. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle. And everybody else. Sorry.
Look at Carla getting all that stuff in there. So, yes. So we do this, we do this every Sunday. It just depends on what time of day, whenever it's convenient. And we're building that book, that ephemera book. So now you have a Z that has a piece of paper here and a piece of paper on the outside. This is going to be a pocket. So the way that we're going to create this is we have to decide where we want this side piece to be, keeping in mind that this pocket is going to go on here. So I usually like to go at the top here. And this pocket is 2 inches tall. So I have 2.5 inches to play with here. So I come in and I put my mark. And then I do my hole. Just like I did on that one, I'll do it on here. And then just go ahead and re-ink that. This one's easy peasy. But it's a great pocket to have in your repertoire, so to speak.
What if you don't have a repertoire?
Look at Carla using her blue panties.
Ooh.
I know, right? All right, so I'm just going to reinforce my folds.
I'll get you.
And then I'm going to glue this one down. And I'm going to glue it on both top and bottom. And that's our first pocket. Then we're going to glue on the little pocket. And again, this one we're just going to glue around the 3 sides, just like you would a normal pocket. This is not a gusseted pocket because it's really just going to have a tag in it. And you don't need a lot of room for that. We're going to put that down. Now, if you have anything here that hangs over, and you might, because scoreboards tend to give you, they stretch the paper a little bit, you could trim that with a scissor. Just be careful that you don't cut through. Okay? And then we're going to be gluing this pocket down. And all we're going to do is on the short side of the fold here, we're just going to put glue in top and bottom. All right, so now we have 3 pockets. One here, and one here, okay? So now we have to put some kind of tags or journaling cards into these. Let's see. Let's see. What have I got? I never know what I have up there.
Is it a safe place?
It is.
where all my stuff goes.
The craft trolls steal it. All right. So let's take a look at what's in the ephemera for this. I bet you there's something in there we could use. Nope, not a damn thing. Don't like any of it. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the paper that I cut. And I'm going to say I can make a tag from this. Probably from that. And maybe even that. So we put the rest of this back. See, this is all about scraps, guys. Scraps like that, those scraps. All right, so to make the cards for this, one here, one here, one here. Now, I'm going to give you the measurements, but here's the deal. Depending upon how much glue you put on it and where the glue sat, it may not be perfect, okay? So let's see what we got. We have this, which I think will make a nice little journaling card. Maybe this. I'm going to use this corner over here. So the first thing we're going to be doing is the journaling card, and the journaling card is 3 by 4 inches. So I'm just going to do a 3-inch piece here. And then 4 inches this way. This should fit in the pocket. I'm just going to trim that edge because that's where it comes apart. Now, obviously, I'm going to want to put this on paper to back it. But for right now, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to kind of... All right, so 4 inches does fit, and it fits good. And then the next one is going to be this one over here. And this one is really kind of a narrow piece. So, let's see, something narrow. And... all right, so this one is 2 1/4 by 4. And again, I'm going to round the corners. Let me trim that little piece off the top there. And obviously I would back it, but you know, for demonstration purposes, we're not going to. And we're just going to fit this and make sure that it fits in there nicely. If you need to trim a little, trim a little. Like I said, it's up to your gluing technique. That fit in. And then we're going to do a little tag for here. And I just have this little scrap left, and that'll be perfect. It's calls for a 3-inch by 1 3/4. This one's 3 inches by 2. So, you know, we'll take a little, we'll shave a little off the side. 1 3/4. And then I will round the 2 bottom corners. Go ahead and dart the tops. Go dog ear those. And that is going to slide right in there. If you're going to glue this down, your ticket, your tag needs to be more than 4.5. So I would go 5 by about 3 and would be good. 3 by 5 would fit in the back here. If you decide however you're going to do it, it's 3 by 5. Good Lord, I can make a mess in 10 minutes. Good night, Miss Candy. So that's it on that one. Now that you've actually seen me do it live, does anybody have a question, any comments, any concerns? Anybody trying it and got stuck? Fell behind? Anything?
I missed everything. What do I miss? Can you start over?
Sure.
Just kidding.
I'm confused.
And this is what I live with.
Dazed and confused.
You said to put on my sassy pants today.
She does have on her sassy pants. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time for Amy. Ready? 4.5 inches. Get out the floorboard. Score 2.5 inches. Turn it over. Score it 5 inches. Fold. Fold. Put it to the side. Let's get out some paper. This will teach her to be snarky.
Are you making it with paint?
Would I do that?
Yeah, you would. I've met you.
We can put that away. We get this out. And let's get our first piece cut for the front cover here, which is going to be 2 1/4. Being mindful of the pattern, the direction pattern here, by 4 1/4. That's the one that's going to go right there. I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip. 2.5. Oh, no, 2 1/4. It's 2 1/4. 2 by 2 1/4. Okay, 2 by 2.5. 2.5.
By the way, it's 7:15. Check in with your brain. You don't know what it might be up to.
Come on.
There's that piece and that piece.
She does it the best.
And I just need a piece now
There you go.
for the inside. Which I'm going to do at 2 by 4.5. Look at that. I did the whole thing out of one sheet. All right, here we go. Michelle says, hey, Amy.
Hey, Michelle. I let my quesadilla cool down so I can cut it. It's too hot. Cheese will run everywhere.
Nobody likes runny cheese.
Doesn't necessarily run, it just kind of oozes.
It oozes.
It's got a specific vibe. Damn it.
Is it like lava?
Yeah, it can be. Burn your skin right off. That's my cheese.
It happens.
I'm watching the screen but listening to the inking noise. Very
Disturbing, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're not anywhere near inking on the screen. But I hear the inking noise over here. I feel like Godzilla's on his way.
Oh.
Too soon?
That was a cleavage, Chad.
Oh, excuse me.
See, once you get used to doing this,
Like butter.
it goes pretty dang quick. Cheese pull is optional, but sweaty, runny, or clumpy cheese is not needed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's in the
So it's a thing with the thing with the thing.
Oh man, I forgot to ink this.
No.
You failed. I'm calling the inking police on you.
Yeah, I know. They always do. Els didn't ink the thing.
Or you could just get out you're doing it wrong button. You're doing it wrong.
I know. Nah. Well, apparently I forgot to cut that down.
I know on the screen you're still gluing something. Oh. Now you've got glue on it and you're cutting it. That's awesome.
Yeah. I put it down
It's okay,
backwards.
it's even further behind on Sandra's.
What, my?
Look at hers and then look at yours. It was funny.
Glue there.
She's gluing, isn't she?
Glue there.
Not that. That's like so yesterday. Come on. That's so 3 seconds ago. I gotta get my
God, every time somebody says that, I think about that Polka Squares commercial. Polka Stars.
Come on.
Didn't you get the message? Polka dots are so yesterday. Today it's Polka Stars.
Tomorrow's Pokemon.
Tomorrow's poking in the eye.
The day after that, it's Poke Me Ass.
Yeehaw.
Mike's looking forward to that day.
I know. There you go. All right. So if nobody has any questions, I will give you the write down on this one. Let's I'm going to use this one to put in the book, and I'm going to get a piece of paper.
I have a giant quesadilla.
Yay.
So I just have a small piece of scrap here. We're going to get out the book. Let's see. What do we got? I think we'll put it right here. Yeah? Yeah. Works for me. Okay. I'm going to do an optional top pocket on this one. There's that one. We're just going to glue it and let it sit for a second. And then we're going to write this down. So if you are putting the instructions in your book, this is the part you have to pay attention to. Your base, that's the blue piece, your cardstock, your base. You need one piece, 8.5 by 4.5. And then one piece for the pocket that is 2.5 by 2. And you're going to score on the long side at 2.5, and again at 5. Your mats, you need one that is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. One that is 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. And then one that's like 2 by 4 1/4. All right. The cards inside, if you are interested. General direction, general sizes is 4 by 2.5. And you need one that is 4 by 3. And then one that is 3 by 1 3/4. Those are all your measurements. You can stick this in the pocket or glue it down on the page, whatever you want to do. I'm gluing them down. Then I'm taking my handy dandy little arrow and pointing at it. Okay. Let me grab the link for the video on this as well, because there is a full video. And that's what we're doing. We're going back and looking at some of the old ephemera on Sundays. We're going back and looking at some of the old ephemera and remaking it live in case people have questions. So let me go in here.
I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
You kept telling me I was going to score.
Oh my God. She has her sassy pants on today.
I feel cheated.
All right, let me go and grab this one. Going to my channel. I'm going to videos. Okay, here it is. Let me grab the link for this one. Okay. That is the link to the original video. I know it makes her spunky. So that is the clip of the original video. If you want to go over and watch that. Like I said, you can make 2 of these out of one piece of 8.5 by 11. So it's pretty, you get a lot of real estate on a, in a journal for a sheet of paper. So, and it's a great way to use up some of those scraps. Over there. Get in the bin. Everybody get in the bin. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't all come out of that bin, did you? Nope, you didn't. You came out of that bin. So, yeah. Everybody else back in the bin. All right, so that's it. So far we have done this, which is just our, real easy make a book page or just a paper envelope. We did this one, which is our little flippy flap. That's got journaling space inside of it. Love that. So next week, maybe we'll do something like this, that's really got a lot of stuff. It's an envelope. Who knows? I'll look at the archives and see what we got going. But every week on Sundays, unless there's something going on, we'll go ahead and get together and we'll do one of these. I could look through here and find something. I'm certain. Ooh, I know what we could do next week. Next week, we could do these with the little pockets on them. We could do these next week. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. Maybe we'll do a big one. Maybe we'll do a quick fold. I don't know. We'll do something. Okay. Hi, Roseanne. That's it, guys. If you have any questions at all, let me know. And I will be happy to, pop into a private live with you or whatever it takes to get you to get it clarified for you. That's all I got, though. I think I'm going to call her Colita. I don't know. Oh, she's missing part of her eye. She lost her blue eye. She's blind. Blind, I tell you, blind. Huh? No, I found her eyeball. We're going to do a corneal replacement here. Oh, no. How the hell did that even... I'm not even sure how that came out. Oh, I see. I got it. I'm going to try and repair it. If I can't, then we'll have to do another googly eye. Okay. There we go. We're just going to let it sit for a while and dry. All right. So that's it. It's quick. It's easy. You can get two of them out of one piece of paper. And because see, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And all you have left for scrap is like that much. So, it's a great little project. You can get two. And, if you just want to pre-cut them and score them, then you can stack them. And you'll have them in all different colors. Like you go, oh, I have this piece of cardstock that'll work. You can just score it and just stack them together and then just take it out when you need it and decorate it. It works. Works like that. All right. But that's it. That's all I have for you this week, guys. Yes, and we'll get back together next week and do another, weird thing. Where's the thing? Oh, no, we already did that. This is where I write my notes. Then I clip them up here. It's my cheat sheet. Makes me look impressive, Oh. All right, that's it. So if you want to know what I got going on, what videos are coming up, we got some things coming up. Don't watch tomorrow's video, guys. It sucks. All right. But if you want to know what I got coming up, just check out the community tab here on the YouTube channel. Go over to the Facebook group, whichever one works easier for you, and check it out and, see if there's something you like. Don't forget, if you find a video that doesn't have a tutorial or the tutorial's confusing or whatever, you just want to see my take on it, send me the video clip and I will more than happily go over and watch it give credit to you and the original video. And if I do the video, then I will send you the product of my labor. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Say bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.